up, Joe? Welcome back to the Getting Sprinkled podcast. I'm your host, Sammi Sprinkles, and today we have such an exciting guest from down under, Mandy, Bimbo Mandy.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Thank you so much for coming. First things first, we need to get to this wine because I've been looking at it. Girl, I deserve some wine.
It's seasonal wine. It's delicious. Only in US. I can't get it in Australia. Apple pie.
You don't have Myers in Australia.
We don't do any of this seasonal. This is going to be delicious.
You were asking me what's the name of my podcast right before we got on here, and so I was like, let me...
Yeah, I'm like, what do I tag?
Did that look like it was smooth? Like, I was thinking that...
You're like, hold on to that.
I was like, I'm going to be
Thank you so much.
So creative, because one of us is making money, and one of us is here for the gays and the girlies. So I was like, what will the gays and the girlies like? And I was like, tea time with sprinkles. No one would ever have such a creative thing, right? You know how many tea time podcasts there are?
Thank you, babe.
To bimbos.
Oh, shit.
It's good.
That's good. And it still tastes like wine.
Mm-hmm.
Not like, yeah.
Yum, it's really good. So, I was like, what am I going to name it? So, I thought that was a little bit more creative.
Yeah.
Getting sprinkled.
You know, it's wine time. Tea time, wine time. Wine time.
Good one.
It's so good.
You're good with, like, play on words like that. Good.
You guys have no idea my face when I walked in to this sprinkle cave, okay? Like, I'm in heaven. Barbie heaven, okay? Like, I've never seen anything like this, guys. You have no idea how crazy this palace is, okay?
And like I told her, you got to walk through like 7 miles if you're from Detroit to get to the digital trap.
It's beautiful.
It's like Narnia. if you're a dork, you probably know what Narnia is, where you go in the wardrobe. But yeah, you would never tell that it's an unfinished basement. The inspo, I'm sure in our content you'll see, the top was supposed to look like a genie bottle, was the inspo of I Dream a Genie.
It's so cute. I think of it as like a bimbo circus, like with the tent, you know, like the tent with like the billowing roof. That's what I think of it like. It's so pretty.
There's a lot going on. I
feel at home here already.
I'm gonna kidnap her. I'm getting a new deck, which I could have got pretty much like both of us boobies for the price of a deck. It's like, okay, here's the other thing I was thinking about. Do you notice how everyone's like, woo, going to Miami to get my $3,500 boobs and my $4,500 BBL. We all know I'm a little bit more blunt if you follow us. Sprinkles wants a $3,500 boob job.
Yeah,
none of us.
$17,000. Like, no.
We are like really out here getting some special stuff, and it gets really expensive because I'm like, we're not gonna act like our plastic surgery is the same. Yeah. That's Miami $3,500. Like, this is a deck, pretty much.
An extension on my house, my Australian. You know, it's not a mansion, but you know.
She was like, I have 6 bedrooms. I'm like, I am going to show you the digital crap.
One free for you when you come to Australia so you can see the home of the crocodile hunter.
We bonded over the crocodile.
We did.
You're the only one who gets it.
Oh, yeah, man. He's a legend. I love it.
I want to go to their zoo.
Yeah, it's the best.
You've been, obviously, right?
So, tons of times. It's great.
So...
It's a shrine to him.
Oh, really?
It's just a big shrine to Steve Owen.
Okay, I don't hear what you say. Like, I don't like mushrooms. And, like, now I'm infatuated with, like, stingrays in a horrified kind of way.
Yeah.
Those sea mushrooms just killed our man. Fun fact. You know my fun fact I'm about to talk about. Because this is what I remember, okay? If you flip a stingray upside down, it falls asleep.
Oh my gosh.
We're talking about that.
Same.
Sprinkles got invited to the family reunion.
Oh my god, guys. Well, you know, I wanted to meet Sammi first, and I thought, okay, before we film we did take a single selfie, by the way. We were together for hours and hours, guys, and it was like, honestly, we were just like hanging out, drinking, like talking shit, talking the whole time. It was so fun. But yeah, she met like my entire half of my family, everybody, literally everybody.
So
It was fun.
you said we could talk about how you have babies.
Yeah, my kids are obsessed with Sammy. I mean, obviously.
I had a breakdown. 2 girls. I was so excited. I thought I knew you were a mom because I know you told me before, but I thought for some reason you had one of each. I don't know why. It was when something stuck in my brain, I'm like, that's the way it is. So I was making a boo basket, which I was really excited to do because I'm on the TikTok.
So obsessed.
And I was like, well, the little boy is not going to have like anything he's going to like in here, so I don't know.
You threw in some Ken socks. That was for Dork Husband though, right?
Dork Husband, yeah. Dork Daddy would love, may I just say.
Yeah.
Increase the speed on my not magic mouse. He was like, would you like to fix your magic mouse? I'm like, oh.
It does that?
I just thought it was upside down or something. Maybe it was like the stingray. I don't know.
He's like, it's done.
Doesn't even know Apple. I was like, oh, you're like Dork Dad, where he's like, you're not smart enough for an Apple. I'm like, I do know that camera's good though, so here we are, Dork Dad.
I'm loving this.
Dork Dad, this is for you because your daughter is very close to being a porn star. This doesn't work out.
No, she's like, Mommy, the real life Barbie just walked in. I'm like, please. I'm like, hello, have you met me? But then I'm also like, no, come on.
They're like immune to you. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be so interesting when they turn teenagers.
Trust me.
They have 2 completely different personalities. I see why you wanted 2. Her older one,
she's independent, and the younger one is like
both gorgeous, but your younger one still looks like a baby though.
Yeah, and she's like so girly and like just like wants to be like loved and hugged and cuddled and like she's just sweet. So we have the best of both worlds with those girls. Yeah, I'm lucky.
Changed my outlook on wanting children. Came back to the village. Had a complete meltdown about maybe I do want a baby. Because I was like, I have Ozempic and I have booger sugar and that's going to be my life. I kid you not, and I used to work around children and stuff. Her older, I didn't see her much. She's like, she's an adventurer and she is going to be such a bad bee. Good luck. She's curls. Like, if you know about me and my curly, like if I wish I had her curls.
Yeah.
But your younger one, I was like...
No, because she was like this. She's like...
And she's interested in your stories. Yes. She wants to learn. She wants to know.
No, she's going to be an amazing wife, like everything. Mother, everything.
Empath. Like, she is...
Yeah.
You can see it in her eyes that she feels it, which is a blessing and a curse. It's going to be hard, but...
I know you have, like, such a good judge of character, because you can, like, you pinpointed my 2 kids, like, boom, boom. Like, you like, nailed their personalities. Like, so I'm like, man.
Do you know why? Because once upon a time, your girl's gonna be a teacher. I actually have a teaching degree, my first one, to be the assistant, the teacher's assistant. Yeah, my degree's locked in a safe that I don't know how to open and don't have the code to.
That makes so much sense, Sammy. It makes so much sense. Wow.
Well, let's get into one of our questions then, since we're on the topic. Like, you do something really cool besides just being a bimbo. So what do you do? Like, what you do?
Yeah. Well, I've never actually shared this publicly, but
we're allowed to. I can cut it.
No, it's okay.
Okay, exclusive.
Yeah, so no, I am trained as a registered nurse.
And she's also got a video on many vids where you can see her training. Just gonna say, because I was on your X, but yes.
Thank you. It's a little special Bimbo Mandy nurse.
If you want to see her specialties. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a trained registered nurse, but I also have like this dream of becoming like a filler injector Botox queen. And, I can just come and visit the village. I can give a girl a little, so we can do Botox parties. We can do everything.
We can cause divorces. Yeah, girls, you don't be my friend. Guess who I'm bringing next summer? Bikinis.
Yeah,
be my friend.
Yeah.
Stop taking the OF sticker off of my car. Your husband's already on there.
Do not touch her car. And it's perfect. No, so yeah. So that's like my next goal is like injectable queen.
And Sprinkles was like, where are they?
Yeah, why do you not do this?
Where is it? I'm like, I don't care if I go paralyzed. Let's practice on me. I'm like, I got a following for it. We'll mark it off as fetish, FETIS.
Botched episode number 2.
I'm gonna probably make some money off of it. Like, I have a specific following where it'll work for, so get them. You should have never even told me. I was like, how can I get her?
Thank you, my pretty pink guinea pig. My beautiful guinea pig.
How can I get her the supplies on the black market?
I'll be back.
Detroit? Okay, I know you got everything. Where is y'all Botox at, Detroit? You got
it going. I'm sure I know the muscles. I know where to go right now. I'm sure it's already up here.
Just record it. We could sell it too.
See, you've already got how many more exclusives are we going to get up in this video? I don't talk about my kids. I don't talk about my job. And bam, bam, here we go. It's all coming out. You're welcome.
You're so beautiful. And this is another example of like, it's okay to be the ugly one in the friendship. Like, it's fine. I don't understand. Like, sometimes you have to be the ugly one. And it's
Sorry,
like,
what?
Like, do I have eyeballs? I don't know. Like, you see her big, pretty eyes and all that. Like, you see what? I told you, they're
Is that?
I mean, the people think I'm crazy when I'm streaming, and I'm like,
will they see that?
Right.
Oh my god, I'm not doing
Dark Dad! Dark husband, someone!
He's got to get tacos. I'm like, no!
And I'm like, I have cheese and cookies and pizza.
Oh yeah, she's got a fully stocked fridge. She's like, I think I'm gonna go get takeout. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna eat this cheese.
I'm like, thank God.
I'm gonna eat the cheese. That's something about me.
I'm on the semaglutide, and I'm like, I want the extreme one that makes you feel like you're raging though something. I'm like, I need my dog at my child.
Yeah.
After that shot. You can't take it away from me. How are you gonna do that? So in the beginning I said, what up, Zoe?
Yeah.
And in Detroit, that's what we say, like, how are you?
So how do you say it?
What up, Doe?
What up, Doe?
Okay, do it with your more accent.
What up, Doe?
I love that because she can like play her accent up, or she can play it down.
Yeah.
Your children can too, because they was playing with me at the end, and I was a little bit drunk, and I was like,
I'm around Americans all day, so I feel like I just like I have to really. I'm like, okay. Think Bogan, think Sheila, think like Bowen, okay, and then just lean into it.
who's Bogan?
Bogans are like rednecks in Australia. Thank you. I appreciate it. A Bogan is like a redneck kind of.
I want to remember that.
Uh-huh.
I need an animal to name it Bogan. Oh my god. Oh, so I'm visiting rename.
Like an iguana or something. I don't know. A Bogan.
How am I going to remember that? I get like the things I want to remember and the things I remember, like the stingray. It sucks. And then, I got one brain cell.
But you know what? It'll come out in your next podcast. You'll remember it in this spot. And you'll be like, oh my god.
Will I? You promise? That's going to be a Bogan? It's a good name though.
Yeah. So So that's what they are. And they're like, the wife beater and like the so that's what.
So it's like a hood rat, kind of.
That's enough.
Okay.
The slang. I'm like, okay, I gotta write these down. I gotta look them up.
Is there any other slang? If you think of any,
I'll raise my hand. Excuse me, Miss Sprinkles.
So, okay, now I'm triggering some questions. Do you guys have the same kind of plugs, like when you plug stuff in?
No. So ours are like diagonal, and then one at the bottom. So they're not straight, and there's no hole. It's like 1, 2, 3, like that.
So you had to buy like different plugs.
Yep, different plugs. I had to buy a new curling iron because I couldn't get the right voltage. It was like a whole thing. I'm like at Target, like with my Conair, like freaking thing. I'm like, okay.
Damn,
I think, yep. Had to have the curls,
She wants to ruin her hair as quickly as possible. I used to be a curly hair girl. You're going through extensions. Fast.
I know. I know. I'm like,
she didn't wash her own hair either this time.
No.
You're like, I know you don't wash your own hair. I'm like, well, thank gosh, you know that. I'm busy on Thursdays, okay?
Yep.
I told her about Zayla because if you're a Bellamia girl like me, like our stylists that do white girl extensions, they're all Bellamia artists here.
Yep.
But they have Zayla. And Zayla hair is really good. Bellamy changed their supplier, and especially with blonde hair, because by the time you're getting 613 and mine's even more bleached than yours, you're already through half of the life of your extensions because they all come in black. So by the time you're getting into this blonde, I know you're already effed in the A pretty much.
Yep.
So whoever this new distributor is, like, I don't like to brush my, like, I'm all or nothing. I'm in a bonnet.
Yeah.
And I got like some lashes and a breakout, or it's like I am Sprinkles, so I usually don't have to brush my own hair because I go once a week, and I have to brush it multiple times. So Bellamy,
beautiful though.
get it together. But thank you.
Well, I had an incident with some SPF. I was at like Disney and I had these, and you know they're not as bright as Sammy's, but anyway, and I got like orange ends, and I had to go to the hairdresser. So she's toned it for me. It's a little bit more blonde. We call it blonde,
right.
blonde, but you know, at least it matches and it's not like
yes, Emily. I did try to get her to come to you. She was on the other side of the state.
I'm like, who's your nail good? Who's your nail girl? Who's your hair girl? Like, I need everybody.
Speaking of nails,
oh my god, guys!
I got half of what I wanted to get done because I had to go. This isn't because by the way, this is not because I have a broken nail. Sometimes instead of having a broken
it's not
nail,
even broken.
Miss Serena.
I mean, Nurse Mandy's already inspected the situation. Okay, like
I was like, I got some yarn. I got some dental floss and some yarn. We're just gonna put some stitches in it.
I'm suturing. This is a live suturing show.
Get that costume back. It's content. Come on. But my nail lady, of course they're all baddies, but she's like one of those fancy nurses that she can write prescriptions. I was like, what's she doing?
Nurse practitioner.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so I was supposed to go get my nails done the day it happened. What had happened? We'll get to what happened. Because so the day it happened, I was supposed to get my nails done, and she does it on the weekends. In my 4 years of going to her, if her and Emily were on that submarine, Sprinkles would be down there with her fishnet or their bonnet, okay? They would be found, fear not. We do not skip. I was like, don't think I can come. Situation. And you couldn't really see it because there's just so much blood. So I think she was like, see if it'll stop.
Yeah.
And it did, so I thought I was okay. Well, fast forward like 2 days, I show it to her because there was something white in it, and I was like, you know me with the popping. We gotta get back to that popping story, remind me. But, so I'm like, Sprinkles wants to pop this, or is it a piece of glass?
Yeah.
And she was like, that don't look good.
Yeah.
Go to the urgent care. I'm like, Miss Serena, you know I don't want to sit at the urgent care. She's like that too. She don't want to sit at the urgent care all day.
No.
Especially when we got
things to do.
Bimbo Mandy gonna be here. Okay.
I was worried. I kept asking. I'm like, how's your finger? How's your finger?
It's bleeding all over my rug. I'm like, we're good. We're good.
She's like redoing the shelves back here on the time lapse, and there's just like drops of blood. And I'm like,
I had to get like a carpet cleaner.
Oh,
but she was like, get to the urgent care. So
you're a good girl. You actually
went to the urgent care. They're like, we can't do anything because if you don't come in with 24 hours, we don't sew it up.
That's such bullshit.
So then they put me in, and they don't got the same glue the plastic surgeons got because
that stuff actually works.
They're not gluing the same, okay? Yeah. I don't know what's happening. They don't got the same types of glue. So I come home 20 minutes later.
Wow.
20 minutes, if that's being generous.
Yeah.
Popped open, same situation, and I was like,
everywhere.
Who do we sue? Because honestly, I was pretty pleasant in that experience with the doctor. I'm like, even though we got Bimbo Mandy coming on the podcast, here I am. So do plastic surgery with glue on me. And they don't got plastic surgery glue there. But why I got this in the first place is I met Bimbo Mandy's family and their cute daughters. And they liked me because their mother didn't say horrible things about me. Because if you see where I live, this is where bad bees come to unalive themselves, okay?
It's a very nice neighborhood.
If you want to have a child, and we're so close to a school that if we wanted to get into medical marijuana business, could not do it because we are so close to a school.
Yeah, it's wild.
So I came back to the village and had a breakdown about how Sprinkles maybe wants to have a little baby bimbo too. But here's the problem. If I get a mini, it's going to walk around screaming, I'm a baby bimbo. And I don't know if that's going to lead to me being in jail or whatever, but I'm like, as if my life is not...
I'm towing a line with my kids, okay? They don't even register me as Bobby half the time.
Yeah, they kept
so I'm like,
and I'm like, Do you see how I'm the ugly one in the situation? It's okay. I'm trying to like practice as I preach that it's okay to not. You can't always be the hot one, you know. And we came up with something.
Like, hello.
Because I know you guys aren't seeing the situation right. I know, like, but mine are actually bigger, even though you're like 500 cc's bigger. Mine are actually bigger because you just don't have your vision right.
It's unreal.
Okay.
It's unreal. You guys don't even know.
Yeah, because
You'll see if you want to.
You
but,
think
you know.
that hers are bigger, but they're not. Because once you add in the bimbo math, let me tell you what hair comes, okay?
I am so confused, but I am down.
No, you know it because you're a bimbo. Actually.
Yeah,
she
I
does
get
that.
it.
Let me explain it again, then you finna get it. My one brain cell got this. So you take the 500 cc's more than she's got, okay? And then you, with Sprinkles, you plus with the first spinal surgery, 300. And then the second one, plus another 300. And then with her chronic pain, 100 more. And that means mine are a little bit bigger, actually. So just in case you guys were confused on why that situation is happening.
No, it's...
You know.
I was confused, guys.
But now we know.
And now we've done the math. It's all right here on my calculator. And it's good now.
We're good.
Like,
Bigger.
just keep staring
Okay.
at it. Anyway.
So that's a really big thing that I find, though, that, like, people, just because how you look, they don't want to, like, be your friend.
I mean, yeah.
I wonder if it's better in Australia.
I come from a very small, like, nice little community, just like you, like, very wholesome. And, you know, I have people who, like, love me for me. They know what's up. They know what's going on with me when I walk into the school. They know. And some of them talk to me, and some of them do not want to have a bar with me. It doesn't matter how nice I am, and I'm a very nice person, okay?
What's a bar?
A bar of me. They want to, like, you don't want to have anything to do with me,
Okay.
right? They don't want to have a bar. Do you know guys don't say that? They don't want to have a bar of me, like a bar, like.
I don't know. I was like, where are we selling these candy bars?
It's a bar.
So they don't want to have a bar with you. I'm
don't
trying
wanna
to
have-
not cut people off as much as I do that, but I'm like,
No, please.
oh, so they don't want to have a bar with you.
They don't have a bar with me, bar of me. And yeah, but then I have like my core like mum group who are like just, you know, you meet your people, right? Like, you know, you meet your people. Like you meet your people in like, you know, your day-to-day life, like my community. Otherwise they see me walking like, oh, there's the mum Barbie.
The Barbie.
Yeah. So, you know, it's hard though. It's hard to make like real friends. And like, no, there's no bimbos in Australia. Like I feel like there's no.
Well, there's none in the village either.
No. So
You're
this
about
is
to
what-
hang out with Summers. You're gonna love Summers. I'm jelly.
Yeah. I'm so-
Haha, David, you're not going either. My best gay friend, like he keeps me alive. But who she's going to see at Bimbo Summers, Sapphire, right?
yeah.
I heard Summers first. The first thing I hear, that's what I was thinking with. So I went to Pride with her, and her and David live close, and so they're besties now. I love that for you, David. But we're going to New York while you're going to Vegas.
Oh, fun.
So, ha, David.
Well, I guess I'll just have to make my own bestie in Vegas while my other bestie...
No, she can't have all the besties. You cannot have all the besties.
I'm about to get kicked off this couch, guys.
I'm going to go start a new life. Screw it. Go work at the Target.
No.
Because I'm like...
Not with this setup, okay? We have more to come. I'm going to
Additional
fly
crap.
direct to Michigan solo just so I can come and sit on this couch again, okay?
This reinforced vintage. When I said reinforced, we had zip ties. This couch was sitting in. We sprayed it for. You don't mean the spray. My idea of a tarantula and her idea of a tarantula are very different. We'll get into that, I'm sure. But this was sitting in my garage for like 2 years, along with this and all that. And I was just like, oh, one day I'm gonna start my podcast.
It's perfect.
And then I'm the worst communicator. I'll be the first one to say I don't know. People even tell me, and I'm like,
Well, you thought I was going to be in Michigan for one day.
Yeah. I thought she's really got things going. So I thought she was going to be here for a day. So when I pulled up in the pink car
At the family reunion. You're like, well, this is it. This is my chance.
and by family reunion, like I got a white girl. Like my family is David, pretty much. My grandma who's in Florida, they got the hurricane, didn't get her. David and my grandma actually are in Florida. I'm like, they finna take out the two people I love the most. He's gonna fly here after. But I'm like, the only people that like aren't in Michigan that I love, there they go. Like, wild. But I pulled up. I had lighting. I brought this Mac computer. I had 2 other cameras.
Yeah.
I had the iPad.
And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh, she thinks this is our only shot. She thinks this is like it. And then I'm like, oh, so when can I come to the village? She's like, what?
The way I was like. And then I was like, I gotta go. There's a lot to be done.
Oh my gosh.
A lot to be done. And then I
pulled it together. I'm so, look, it's
not as much as I wanted to, but
it's great.
Best I could do after such circumstances. So, do you live on the other side of the world?
I think it, like, from here, I think it's literally on the other side of the world. So it's like, it's coming into summer now. I mean, it's hot where I live. It's
we have different ideas about summers. We've been like friends for a couple of years, and every time you're like, oh, it's getting to be winter, I'm like, poor Bimbo Mandy, she's gonna be the Bimbo in the snow globe, just like Sprinkles was last season. I'm like, the socks I got are like winter socks.
Because Michigan winter does not play. Like, it's
and
cold.
I'm watching your stories and stuff, and I'm like, she's not looking that cold.
Yeah, it's like tropical. It's like a tropical summer. It's like summer in Florida is what it is. Especially not where I live. We have snow all the way down south at the bottom of Australia. You can get fine snow. Not where I live. It's like I said, it's like Florida. It's like the Miami of Australia. It's very hot, very humid, very nice. Bikinis at summertime. Bikinis at Christmas time. You know, barbecues.
And so your whole culture and stuff, like,
it's flipped.
Do they not sell like stuff with snow? Because everywhere here, it's like
you can buy the fake snow spray, which some people will buy, and they'll spray it on their son. I'm like, well, that's not what's gonna happen. That's not real, you know. Not that I care about what's real, but like a snow sprayed tree.
Yeah, the flocked.
Yes, a flocked tree in the middle of a hot, sweltering summer. You do you. My tree is huge. It like touches the. I love Christmas. I love holidays. I know you do too. I know you love a theme. We're very much. It is, you know, so I love Halloween, and when I get back home, I have to decorate my whole house because we're having a Halloween party 1 week after I get back home with like 60 people rocking up at my house. So that's a whole big thing I have to do. But yeah, it's like, it's cool. Like, I would love to have a white Christmas, but it's like literally you jumping in the pool, like barbecues, salads, beer, wine, like it's crazy.
Here, snowstorms, can't leave the house, accidents, BMW stuck in the snow.
Plane trip is only $4,000 away, so.
I found this out buying cookies that no one's eating when I was going. It's our version of like crumble in the village.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, what part does she live in? I'm like, the Instagram. Somewhere on Instagram is how.
Yeah, like, how do you know Sammy? Instagram.
She thought I was funny, so here we are. All you gotta think is that I'm funny, because I must say, and I told you this, but you are such a positive person, and I'm so. If you've ever been in one of my DMs, you're still waiting for a reply. And I used to be a lot more into Instagram and being vulnerable on
No, it's
there.
hard though, man. It takes your soul away.
Well, for me, it's I kept getting deleted, so it's like how many times. Now I've got bigger things to do, like being, you know, I'm gonna be a TikTok celebrity, me and all 1,077 followers. My grandma's face is all I need to see to know that that's gonna have to happen, because Grandma, I'm gonna be a TikTok celebrity. She's like,
she love that.
find Jesus.
I would love to meet your grandma. I would love it.
Okay, well, one of the questions. So, one of my grandmas are my favorite people.
Yeah.
Favorite people.
Grandmas are the best.
My very favorite person is my Nana. She's the one that's in Florida. Florida people are just different because they're going to ride out the hurricane, whatever.
Hurricane.
So they're riding it out and staying. I'm like, is it safe, Nana? If I come fly there right now, I'm going to stay with you? No, she'd probably leave because I'm like her prized possession too situation. So I'm like, you think it's okay that you just didn't even try ride out this hurricane? And they're just built different. But that's my favorite gal. And I love that grandma. She's my favorite person because she's like, not that it's everything, but looks do count for something when you're a woman. She's very smart, whatever, but she's like...
She's real with you.
I know, and she saw... I'm not getting emotional, but she saw, like you were overweight, and, like, they had this crazy whatever. Yeah. And she's like, I really tried to teach you those timetables, and I know you couldn't learn them. But looks do count too. So I like love her, and she's so realistic. She's how I knew I wanted to get implants, which we'll get into that because it's on the questions. My other grandma, second favorite person. Keep praying, girl. Jesus is gonna find you. Keep praying.
Oh my gosh. My dream now is to come back here, and both grandmas are here next time I come. We're just gonna all eat cookies and drink tea.
Next year, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna come back, and your grandmas
Next year, come?
Yeah, I'll just come back here.
Oh, you're coming back.
I'll come back here.
Oh,
your grandmas will be visiting, and we can all hang out and have tea with your grandmas.
Yeah, your grandma's passed.
Yeah, my grandparents have all passed away.
Oh,
yeah, it's sad. Is very sad. When I was really young too.
I cry about my grandma, and I'm so bad at calling her whatever because I'm just not.
Nana. It was my nana. Actually, my mom's mom was my closest, and she looked after me a lot when I was little, and she didn't live anywhere near us, so I would have to fly to get to her. And they just there's nothing like grandparents, you know? Yeah.
That's like me too. My nana in Florida. My mom was 16 when she had me. She might have been 17 by the time she had me. But I guess the first year, very, very close. And when she met, my grandpa was passed. But by all means, that's the only grandpa I ever knew.
Yeah.
They ended up moving to Florida when I was 6. And I got in the nude, slammed myself against the doors.
Yeah.
My mom was like, I've never seen anything like that. To this day, I don't know if you saw in my bedroom, I still have the blanket she bought me from before I was born, my binky.
Yeah.
And I promise you, she's looking like me if I didn't have the surgery or Botox. But if the digital trap and whole house was burning down, that'd be my one thing. Besides people and animals and stuff, what would be your one thing you would grab?
Oh,
that's a good one.
Be my one thing I would grab. I have a box of my family photos from when I was a kid and everything like that. So I would grab that because none of that has been put on digital. So I would probably grab that. Oh, and my mom's wedding ring. Because she gave to me when my mom and dad got divorced, and she's like, here, have my beautiful 1980s wedding set. So it's vintage. I didn't even bring it because I didn't want to lose it. But
I was like,
I don't have any rings on. Yeah.
Well, I got mine.
Oh shit.
I told you.
Hey man, my youngest daughter still remembers the story about this wedding.
It's just nothing. People are like the Apple Watch isn't bad enough. You need this ring. If you don't know about this ring, long story short, I went to a Zed's Dad concert, which is like a rave, and I was in the bathroom, and I ended up telling an engineer, I know that because she said I was trying to offer her money for the ring, and she was pretty much like, I don't have to have a VIP say because I'm a successful engineer. And I'm like, okay. But I ended up telling her I was Capricorn. And she said, when is your birthday? And I told her it was in January. And she looked like she was going to cry. She was like, you need to wear this ring or you will not you'll be unalive. You have to wear this ring. You can wash your hands with it. This will help you because I'm so sorry that you're a January Capricorn. And I'm like, that's why. That's why life is...
Simple explanation for your life? Is that it? I'm like, well, I'm an August Virgo. What does that say about me?
I'm like, this is gonna fix it? All I gotta do is wear this?
But guys, she's not taking it off, though. She's like, she's listening.
I hope she's watching somewhere. Just know, how do you know is my thing. You could be off of Alibaba. How do you... Yeah. Did you go get this in the mountain where the crystals come from? When you see Summer, she's really into the crystals and stuff.
Yeah, cool, yeah.
So I was starting to order them off Amazon, but I'm like, how do I know they're real? I need to go get the crystal. I don't know, I had to come down under. I need to go mine it out to make sure it's real. But that's the other thing. My grandma, really into jewelry. And so that's one thing I said I really wanted because hers is her center stone is 3 carats. And then it's got diamonds around it. But her and my grandpa created it together. So I'm like, what is the problem, world? Why am I not a Bimbo Wife Sprinkles too? Because I have my own ring.
Yeah.
All you got to go. The second most expensive part gonna be the dress. like my dress, I know like everyone wants, ew, it's like I don't want you to be standing next to me when I have my dress on. Like, you can't fit next to me. I'll be sexy any day. Maybe I'll have one of those moments where you take it off into a different dress, but I want the I don't know who's gonna come. It's gonna be us.
I'll be there.
Be us.
I want to renew my vows in Vegas. We'll see if I actually make that happen. That'll be fun.
I'm so jealous you guys are in Vegas.
It's not too late. Come with me.
David, do you see how much? Do you see how I value our friendship? And I go, no, I had to go with David to go look at Louis Vuitton I can't afford and Dior because Dad, I'm trying to look. I can't afford none of that stuff because I'm here trying to make people do laughs and stuff. But I am so over New York. Have you been to New York?
Yeah, a couple of times. Yeah.
Vegas is so much better.
It's better. It's just hot, but it's fun. And it's like, and you just don't want to go out during the day. You just want to sleep during the day, and you just want to, and then you just want to go out at night and enjoy.
Love Vegas.
Yeah,
everyone's like, you should move to Miami. I'm like, with my personality and my look, Vegas. You got to know what you're doing if you're a hot girl, and like know you're a hot girl if you're gonna go to Vegas. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm at least a solid 3.
Sorry.
You're not gonna play in my face, even though my vision bad and my eyelashes. Like, I know I'm a solid 3. I don't understand why.
Not her just like underselling herself on her own podcast.
Like I'm not. You're not. I don't understand the looks I get. Like, I'm a 0. I'm like,
no, that's jealousy. That's just like pure confusion and jealousy. They're like, what am I looking at?
They lucky I can't turn my neck.
Every single one of my family was like, I either can't talk to her or I cannot stop myself from talking to her, right? At the reunion, you know what I mean? Like, half the family were like so excited to talk to you, and then half of them were just like, I don't know what the fuck to say to this person, you know what I mean?
They have to be, you're stuck together with you, but it would, yeah, that would have been cool if it was the other way around, but no, they're so nice, but
they're nice people, but yeah. So funny.
They couldn't look at you like that because you're family.
Yeah.
That was fun, though. Really good food. And I thought there was going to be 3 people when you said family. There was. I'm pay them to come fill up seats at my imaginary wedding. When Bimbo Mandy was on her IG asking what people wanted, they kept saying brides. I don't know if you can see my bride. Oh, you can't.
Yep,
bride Barbie dolls.
Bimbo wedding, an L wedding, or a Bimbo wedding, right?
I was like, dude, how much time do I want to dedicate to us having with the father of the bride and always a bridesmaid, never a bride. I'm actually never a bridesmaid either. I've
never been a bridesmaid.
Yeah, we're probably not gonna get
no.
And surprisingly, I will wear the dorkiest stuff because I like the make me look like a circle kind of stuff. I don't wear the prom dress I never got to wear and dorky stuff. It makes me sad that people think I would do that. Number one, like you don't think Dork Dad would have.
Yeah. No, you could do, you would fit in. You would do anything because you're like the most generous, sweet, kind person. But people, I think, they don't see past like the exterior, but like your heart is like so sweet.
That girl heart.
Like that, but that's why everyone's like, oh, Mandy's so sweet. She said, but like, because like, that's how you grow up. Because like, if you're not nice, people literally just like ignore you when you're fat, right? Like, so you have to be nice. You have to be funny.
That's what I was just about. You see me? I was
funny.
Like, you have to be funny, and that's why. Because I'm like, I didn't get invited if I wasn't making people laugh. I had to be funny, or
we literally had the same exact experience with that.
Yeah. It had to be funny,
and then you get hot, and you're like, oh, well, how do I be mean girl hot? I just be like sweet girl hot because I didn't.
I'm like, when I got hot. 3, whatever. 3. I'm like, where's everyone that's nice to me and all the friends? Sprinkles do be baby spice, but where are the other members? That's why I said it's okay to not be that. Like, I do not ever understand that.
Then you lose your fat girl friends, and then you have to make new friends. The only friends I have that like have been true to me is like my nurse friends, because I feel like nurses will like ride or die for you. Like once you like wipe someone's ass, at like 3 a.m. with somebody. You're not like that friendship is now ending. So like I feel like that those are the only friends that I have is my nurse friends. Everybody else and my bimbo friends. But right?
You are just even from across. Well, I was getting at across the world. Even from across the world, like you are such a good friend. I'm confused about the across the world because when I was younger, we were poor. That's why I'm weird about food. I'm like, what are you going to do with all this food? Even though I've had 3 cosmetic gastric bypass surgeries and taken Ozempic till I die, I'm like, we got to figure out what we're going to do with all this food. But I was poor, so my mom used to tell me I'd be digging. And she'd be like, keep digging, you're going to get to China because it's on the other side of the world. And I promise you, I thought I was going to get to China.
Yeah, if you just keep digging.
If I kept thinking I was going to get to China. But would I end up in China or would I end up with Bimbo Mandy? Because I'll be here. I'm going to go try again. So I don't got to pay that $4,000.
But where
is, give it another try.
Where is your bedazzled rhinestone-covered shovel? Because I know you have one. Do you?
You know, I'd be digging all the dirt. I do a lot of digging. But this, I don't think I'm going to be too much digging. But,
oh my God.
I mean, I might go back to that goal if I know I'm going to reach you at the end. I know she's tired of talking about it, but kangaroos.
You can't.
That's all I talked about at the family reunion.
She's like, everyone she sees, she's like, wait, so do kangaroos just like, are they boxing people? Are they?
I'm like, go ask her about the kangaroos. Because I don't know if anyone else in America is like this, but to imagine just kangaroos jumping around, and when you're younger, you think, Winnie the Pooh, the pouch, oh my gosh. And then to find out they're boxing people.
Yeah, they're aggressive when they're not sedated.
And then are strong as heck.
Yeah, and they're huge too, and their tails are like this thick.
Like they're like 6 feet tall, something,
they
right?
are huge. They will clear out the front of your car. They will completely annihilate your car. Your pink car, R.I.P.
I would have to have that. That pink Jeep, kind of good it never came. I can't believe that they made that pink Jeep. There's only supposed to be one time they were going to make it, and now 3 years later, they're still making it.
Everybody has.
So it was during COVID. I ordered one, and it didn't come in or whatever, because I wanted the push top. That was like my biggest thing. But what a disrespect to Barbie that they didn't just keep it to the Wrangler. Because now they got that weird one with the... I'm sorry to the teacher at the school who drives one, but every time I see it, I'm like, this is a slap in the face to Barbie. She doesn't have a pickup truck. Get it off of there. I can't believe that they didn't keep it exclusive to the Wrangler either on top of it. But now I see so many of them. When I went on my little road trip to see my Nana, I saw some gays in the pink Jeep and I was trying to follow it. I was like, give me the gays. Give me with them. But I see them a lot. Do you see those at all in
the pink Jeep?
Yeah, are they in Australia?
No, they don't. And like, I think if I got one, then it would be like the pink bimbo Jeep, like that huge boob bimbo, a Brisbane bimbo. That would be like the one. I think honestly, I could probably get one and I'd be okay because they're not oversaturated.
What I was gonna do with my old best friend was, if you try to get Bimbo's Gone Wild on Instagram, you can't, because Sprinkles is Bimbo's Gone Wild. Because I was going to do a road trip to all the Bimbos in my pink Jeep.
I know. I want to bring them all together from all the continents. I want us to do
Bimbo's Gone Wild.
Yeah, I want it. I want to do it.
But my grandpa was a Ford guy. Mm-hmm. So I think that my next one, this is my last little car with my back and stuff. Yeah. My next one will probably be a pink Bronco. And I hated Broncos. I thought they were so ugly, like when O.J. Simpson was doing all that. I don't know. You probably don't remember.
Nope.
But that's crazy to me that you probably don't remember a lot of these.
There's going to be some references that I don't get. It's okay.
But we had someone who, like, unalived their wife and got away with it.
Yeah, I know of him. I don't know the details of it.
I never met him either. But I think he's unalive now recently.
Yeah.
But I, for some reason, remember how ugly that the Bronco was, and I hated it. But the new one that's vintage looking, I think it's like light blue. It'll probably be my next one. I'll get red pink. But this is my last little car.
Your ride is really cute though, like sitting out the front. It's gorgeous.
It was really hard to find a car during COVID, and the price of cars are insane to me here. Yeah. My first car, the first car I bought was when the stock market crashed and my college tuition was gone. But I had $5,000 to buy a car, and I bought a car from like a Ford used dealership. $5,000.
You could do it, yeah.
I don't know how many that is in Australian because it's different. There's nothing like that now. I could not believe the price of cars.
It's even worse in Australia. You would hate it. No, it's even worse. You can't buy, I mean, I don't know what but no, you can't buy anything for under like $17,000 Australian, which is probably about 11 or 12 here.
Yeah, and that's the biggest POS you can find.
And it'll be absolute horse too. Yeah, it'll be crown. So yeah, it's the same.
I could not believe the price of cars. It was ridiculous to find that car. And my grandma, my nana, she was supposed to come with the hurricane, and she's kind of like to that stage where she's like, I don't know what to do with my dog, and there's just too much, so I'm gonna go see her.
Yeah.
And I was excited about her coming because she is the housekeeper of a lifetime.
Oh, I bet
She had double knee replacement because she was hands and knees, toothbrush, and my grandpa built the house here before they got married and moved to Florida. If it was an Olympic sport, like, I was like, I'm gonna really get this house together because she's coming.
Yeah, because you were like time-lapsing your like whole entire like, revamp.
I stopped.
I'm like, well, you get that from your grandma because she's the housekeeper. Then you're like hostess.
I had to my house looked lived in and depressed, okay? Because you gotta remember, it's just me here all the time, and I have no children, and I'm in a lot of pain and all that, so it's just me. So I'm like, whatever, not like anyone comes over. But she was going to come, and we were gonna wallpaper the wall that's between my living room and my kitchen and all that. And I was excited to learn that. And she was like, if you paint, like, my problem is I'm blind and I got lashes and I'm old person blind, so I can't see in front of my face. So I don't know if it drips because I can't see.
Can't see it.
It's probably in my eyelashes too if I get too close. But she was going to teach me how to wallpaper and how to paint and how to
deck now.
It's on its way. I'm trying to get the Australians to come live with me. We get it better.
I'm going to be in the purple circle bed, by the way.
Yeah, she's going to be in the sugar room. Like, ha, y'all could have been my friends, but no, here you are. Yeah, don't try to be my friend now. No, please do. Please do. But I was excited for her to come teach me how to be a housekeeper. No, she's not coming.
She's not
but
coming.
Guess what Sprinkles gets to do? She's like, yeah, you're going to come see me and you're going to learn the stock market.
That's a plot twist I didn't see coming. What?
What do you mean I got to learn the
I thought we were doing wallpaper. That's a different type of paper.
You couldn't teach me my timetables, and I almost didn't get to go to Disney on the way there. What do you mean I got to learn the stock market?
That's wild.
What the hell kind of trickery?
Okay.
Well, I'm like, I guess I'm going to be there.
Yep.
I might have to go work at Target real quick for a while or something, but I'm going to put it real high in my list because I would much rather learn that than... She's just always been good with numbers. I'm like, can't relate. Obviously, cannot relate. So I have that to look forward to, so I'm really excited for that.
Oh my gosh. Maybe she'll teach you the wallpaper at the same time. So you can be wallpapering and she can be stock marketing and you can just,
She knows though, because you guys don't have the same kind of dollar stores as you're saying, that our dollar stores better.
No, because she comes to the reunion with this like boo basket and it's just like filled with fun and I'm like going through it, my kids are going through it, I'm like separating the things that they can't play with. Okay,
good thing I PG'd it, by the way, because the first one, because like I said, I thought it was just a couple people.
Yeah,
there were some things in the first one, thank God I like rethought that because
oh my god,
the candle, okay, but
we kept that all here.
No, I had it in the other one, remember? I was like, oh no, it was here.
Yeah.
It was there.
Yeah, because my kids like met you in the car. You're like, oh, I'm just going to get rid of this.
There was some 420 candy in there, but yeah. Dollar store TikTok is how I have TikTok.
Yeah, we have dollar store, but it is the most janky nonsense. Like when you bought me that vinyl Maybelline.
Well, that's not from the dollar store.
Okay. So I'm like, I'm like on there. I'm like, where do I find this color?
No. I was
like, if this is from the dollar store, this is the most amazing. Yeah.
Well, it's hard to find now because once it goes on the TikTok, everyone, it's like...
It's the best color. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. I lose my lipstick a lot, so I have the cheap version. The other thing is when I stream, I stop bringing my expensive makeup because one of us makes money and one of us is just drunk.
We need to make money.
Because I am feeling tipsy now.
I'm still waiting for the knock on my streaming door where she enters from the side. And
She's like, I just paid off my kid's tuition. And I'm like, well, guess you can't pass the sobriety test. Who's the real winner?
Well, did you get questions?
Oh, that's good questions.
Did you? Yeah. Did you get questions? Because I
Yeah.
got questions, and I know you wrote yours down. I should have done that, man.
You don't remember your questions?
I remember a few. Actually, I asked my people. I'm like, what do you want to see us film?
C. Because
Right.
they're gonna C.
Yeah.
Dork
So-
Dad.
Yeah. He's gonna come in with the Sony, and he's gonna, when we're done.
Which one? Looked at mine. Yeah, there's that up. So, what were the questions, right?
Okay. Well, they wanted the bimbo wedding. They wanted a little,
Okay, the bimbo wedding, the thing is, we would have been really dedicated to that. That would have been the one thing you got, because we would have had a bimbo wedding.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So
she would still be on the floor scrubbing like grandma. She'd be still.
yeah, there'd be an aisle. There'd be a whole production.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah.
tell them to fly me down under or fly you back here to the village and we will
rendezvous in Vegas.
Yeah.
There we go.
Vegas are my people.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have so much fun.
Nice.
I'm gonna be looking at stuff I can't afford with David. Ozempics popping off. But what see, she got questions that finna make us some money.
Dad's probably home now.
Dork Dad.
Yeah.
As soon as you said engineer and I saw us up, I'm like, oh, dork husband.
Yeah.
Dork Dad.
Yeah.
I got Dork Dad. She had Dork husband.
Yeah.
But like, I'm never gonna remember his name because it's Dork Dad or
That's
Dork
fine.
husband now. So that's DH. When I
That's
say
fine.
DH, just know.
By the way, just one thing. Sapphire, we messaged Sapphire because we're seeing Sapphire next week, and she said, "Oh, it's me," and she used my husband messaged on behalf of him, and he's like using his own name. She blocked me because she thought it was her ex. And then she's like, wait, and she had to unblock me. She's like, that was you, right? I'm like, yes.
Jury's still out if I know how to email her. I don't think it went right, but I tried to get her the content. And my 2025 New Year's resolution is to learn email, I think. Coming soon. Email option. So, was there anything else or just the wedding there? See, everything was more like suggestions that would make money. Right?
Everything else was X-rated. Everything else was X-rated.
We'll have to go. Maybe I'll get some money too. We'll see. I don't know. But let's see. I also can't write because my whatever. So you probably have like beautiful, bubbly writing.
No, you've got cute cards.
No,
Let's
just
do
remember that. Okay, it's pencil too. If I keep doing that with my screen,
I did it.
they're listening, girl. Okay, they're out there. Do you believe in aliens?
Wild. Oh yeah.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Do you have any alien in our?
No, but we have ghosts in our house. We have ghosts in our house for sure, and I didn't believe in ghosts. Before I moved to my house, I've been there for 4 years, and even my kids, my husband, who is very skeptical, we all know there's ghosts in that house, and there's a cupboard at the top of our bedroom that has a lock on it, a bolt lock, and I've never gone up there, and I don't know what's up there.
Ooh, I'm getting chills.
And it definitely, my house is haunted. I literally was walking from my bathroom to my bedroom, and I heard pattering feet, and my kids were asleep. I heard like pattering feet run past me. My kids were asleep. A couple of nights later, I was getting into bed, got into bed, pulled the blankets up, and I felt a thud. I don't have a dog. I don't have a cat. Something.
You have a dog, but it wasn't.
He was not anywhere near, and he's 63 kilograms, so he's like, I felt a thud next to my feet. That was, and I'm like, man,
I would not do well.
I just, they are.
Did you ever Google it?
No, I just left
We
it.
don't want to know.
And
We
I
don't
just-
want to know.
And I was like, you're friendly, right? You're friendly, right? I'm like, yeah. So
see, that's why you said I know that you guys are going to haunted house.
yes, tomorrow night. Yeah.
I do not like scary things.
You don't?
I do not.
Because all your Halloween things are like Hello Kitty and pink. So I get that about you.
The scary stuff
yeah.
is from my ex-best friend when she moved. She like gave me all her Halloween stuff.
We do like haunted house at our house. We make like a haunted house in our shed, and we have like all the animatronic shit, and we have like we do that. I have 1 week.
This is a haunted house right here. This is crap. And when I gotta pay $50
This
for.
is a bimbo circus, okay?
Okay, and then we got the haunted house to get away. Like I gotta pay someone to get scared of my biggest fears coming true. Like I'm gonna be burning for eternity already. Why do I have to pay to be reminded of it? I am not. Do you like scary movies?
Yeah, I do. But I don't watch them a lot. Like I have to be in the mood. It has to be not dark. The lights have to be on. Like I'm not like a I'm not like a crazy.
psycho.
No, I'm not a psycho.
Okay, just so I can read my chicken scratch. Do you write stuff down still, or you seem pretty digital?
I have a to-do list on my calendar at home because otherwise nobody in my house knows what the hell is going on in my family because I have kids and I have, so I have a running calendar. That's what I do. That's how I keep my shit.
But you probably have like a notepad on your phone you use, right? So
I have a notepad.
Give me
write everything down.
Oh, I have so many books everywhere because So let's see if I can read my. What do you know about Capricorns?
I mean, you are like powerful. You're like so powerful and like so loyal and so generous. But like I don't know what else. I think that's it. That's all I really know. I don't know many Capricorns.
Everyone tells me it is boring.
They say Virgos are boring too. But I feel like we're both Earth signs.
What is your Virgos?
Virgos are like analytical, judgmental.
Does analytical mean smart?
Like picks apart everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like judgmental. That's what they say. But I don't particularly think I am that, but maybe a little.
We had a moment, I was having a little bit of alcohol and I was waiting to go to the bathroom and I was listening to your conversation with your younger daughter.
Yeah.
And like I said, it changed my trajectory and like I think. And there was a couple of things she was saying and I was just laughing and she's like, Mom, look, it's a pimple. And I started busting out laughing because I'm like, this is my child that someone gave you because if you know me, I have to have fake nails, and one of the reasons is I will attack my face. I'm a little bit better now that I'm older and my skin's whatever, and I got seborrheic dermatitis and I almost died of MRSA. But the way I attack pimples and pick at stuff, I couldn't believe she said that and almost died. But you said it was something that your other one said, so it must be just like a thing.
My oldest daughter wants to be a dermatologist because she loves to pick at things. I'm like, okay, well,
that's my dream job, just to pick pimples all day. I didn't believe she said that at the office.
I know you were like connecting with my kids on like all these levels. I'm like,
your older one she's gonna be a crocodile hunter.
Yeah.
She's outside, not in.
Wild, yeah.
Okay, let's read. What should you always ask your plastic surgeon before they perform any type of surgical procedures?
Okay,
are you single?
Have you done this?
Have you
done this before?
Do you need a wife? Even if you haven't done before, make sure. See, I would rather be almost botched than look like I had nothing done.
Oh, literally. And I could have been on botch with some of the nightmares I've had done too. Like, honestly, I've had 5 boob jobs. I don't know how many.
Really? 5?
Yeah, 5, yeah. And like, it took me a while to get,
What were your...
I've had 800 cc's in Australia.
That was your first one, 800?
800.
Me too. That's
it's like...
Because you lost weight, probably. You had the room for them, yeah.
So I had a lift. Had the lift, and then I had 800, and that was in Australia. And I had this one bottom out almost within a year because they don't know what they're doing, really. With bigger implants, they don't know what they're doing. So anyway, and then I went to a surgeon in San Diego, and I got my tummy tuck, and I got 1100 cc's at the same time. Actually, no, I got my arms lift and 1100 cc's, and then I went back about 6 months later, and I got abdominoplasty and 1600 cc's.
Wait, what's the difference between abdominoplasty and tummy tuck?
Same thing.
So you had 2 tummy tucks?
I had arm lift. So, yeah, sorry, I mixed it up. Okay. So I had 1100 cc's and arm lift, and then I had 1600 and a tummy tuck at the same time. So I had like 2, yeah. And then I left it for like 11 years and kind of was like low-key bimbo, but not really. And then just living my life, having kids, just living a bit, nursing, doing everything. And then I kind of like had like awakening, and I'm like, you know what? Like, I want to be bigger. I want to actually be myself, like get into like the who I really am, like, and not hide it, and not like be ashamed of it, and like And
you're seeing it a lot because you're following these people.
I'm following everybody, and then I was like, okay, I'm also like older. My self-esteem is like up here. It used to be all the way down here, and so all of those things change as you get older. So then I was like, okay, I need to find a new surgeon because my San Diego one's retired, Dr. Pusti. The best surgeon. So I went into Revis and I got 2200s, and then had a same problem. This one fell out, and then I had to get
fall out. Like, did you see it on the floor?
Like it. So it was like this one was perfect, and this one was like, boop, and you can see it. Like, you can see it on my.
For how much you pay, you're gonna need them to look right.
I know, right? So I'm like, okay, and so he pushed it up, and then he gave me the mesh. So I got like 2 sheets of mesh under there to like kind of make them sit. Yeah, you have that. And then
internal bra.
Yep, and the internal bra. So That's it. So yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, mine and 2.
Wow.
You know, my biggest pet peeve always is if I'm gonna go bigger, and I don't so much care about going bigger as I want a stronger internal bra. If anyone ever hears of a specialist, because in the future, before I had to, for me, I know that I'm not gonna be unalived with these. You know, they're not gonna be forever. I'm gonna be so real because my back and arthritis and all that. But I do want to keep them as long as I can. So I'm looking for someone that specializes in like a cowhide or something like that, so that I have more support for my back. Is what I would like. For everyone always asking if I was going bigger, because a lot of times if you're trying to get them higher, you can't go bigger too and get them higher. So I'm like,
it's really incremental. You gotta like just do one thing, let it set, and then see.
Just like if you want to get your nips like a reduction, you can't go bigger and get the nips because it's gonna stretch it back out.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just and it's not even the higher, just the support.
Yeah.
And with my back, it's my posture's getting like bad, especially around winter. So I always gotta like work on it because I am like.
Me too. You see that? I'm like this. I'm like slouching. My tits are on my knees.
It's never yet. And all my this is my 3rd one I've recorded. I recorded one with my nana, and she wanted her beautiful curtains to be shown, and they're open. And I'm like, well, okay, this is what it's gonna look like, nana. But you know, so this is my 3rd one. But I'm always like, I just look like
no, it's hard
a circle. So I'm like, if you lift these up, there should be like an Ozempic size waist down there. But they can make you look a lot bigger.
Yeah, for sure. You've got to wear tight stuff. Like you just got everything's got to be tight.
Yeah, right. Otherwise, circle.
Yep.
Okay. What do I have anything serious I would ask them?
Obviously you got to look at like their work. You know, you have to look at like what they've done, what they've got before and afters, like. And all of that kind of stuff. Like every surgeon should have like all their work out there for you to see, really.
Right.
Like, and you can pick and choose like the kind of look that you want, but it's going to be so personal to each body. Like mine compared to somebody who's exactly the same. Like yours look bigger than mine, but they're smaller.
Well,
like how wild, you know what I mean?
No, I mean Bimbo Man, they're bigger right now. Yours definitely look bigger. Okay, no one's whatever. But that's not gonna be my. People that are in the extra large implant community, I would love for you to spend a weekend with them to see what that's like. Girl, talk about tea. Talk about, like, who's getting 5 more cc's than the left one? Was that 5 cc's confirmed? We got to fly back right now. I need 6 cc's in the left one.
Yeah.
I am not in that whatever.
No, me
Because
either.
for me, in my journey, I got so much stuff I had to do now, but I'm like, I gotta get this. I don't point out my flaws, but I'm like, look at this ankle. Oh, what a journey.
I'm not on that train either. I might go bigger, but it would be like 1 more size increase, and I'm working on lower body next, so we'll see about that next year, the year after. So,
what would you like for your
lower body?
No, for your like, you don't.
I think I want like 3,000. I just want that like even number because I'm 2,500 right now. I think I just want that like 3,000, and that's basically the number that my surgeon said he could do. And so I'm like, okay, and that's what I had in my head too. So I'm like, so maybe I'll look as big as Sammi if I can get. So sure, man. give me an extra 500 so I can look. No, but no, that's what I've had in my head. That's what I tell people. You know, like is around 3,000, but it won't be. I want to work on lower body first.
I got like really into twerking and all that stuff, and I have a lot more fun with my butt and with my back. It's don't come with me with that BS because you're finna be on the blacklist, and it's very expensive for me to get off the blacklist unless you're into that.
Yeah.
But I always wanted like Candy Charms. I think she was 3,500, but I've been with you. I'd want like 3,000 if I could. I think would be my idea.
I think that'd be hot.
But I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, moving on. I love implants.
Me too. I honestly,
it's not on the cards, but I had to talk about that.
Like I lived with like my 1600s for 11 years, and I am obsessed with these more than I thought I ever would be. Like the bigger they have gotten though, like I love it, and like I didn't realize I was going to go from 2,200 to 2,500. It's only because I had that little issue, and so then I was like, well, just give me a bit more, you know.
So that's how you got to like 5?
Yeah, the 25.
Okay, so when you had the issue, it was at 22, right?
Yeah.
So then he went back into the other one too and filled it up more?
He did, yeah. So he did a full...
Did he use the same implant?
No,
again?
I think he did a full implant exchange.
Yeah, because they won't.
They won't, yeah.
Oh, I was wondering because because
he put the mesh in too. So he took them out. He pushed this one up like it was high up. They were both high up, and then he put the mesh in, filled it up, and he filled this one 50 cc's more than this one because this one always looked a bit smaller because this one was dropping more. So it kind of, and God forbid my nipples are still in alignment. So.
There's a place you can go see that.
There we go.
What?
Cut that if you need to. No.
Dork Dad, that stays. We got kids to send to college. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah. Anyways, hopefully it'll come back to me.
Next
Sometimes
question.
it'll come back to me. This, I don't know. This is an interesting one.
We said an hour, but this has been.
That's why I was like.
It's an hour.
I was like, I hope it's recording.
We haven't even done questions.
I love that. This is better to have more than less.
Right. Yeah.
This guy, okay, let me say that I'm not great with technology. That's why I'm telling you. I just bring all of it to you. But the same pretty much person, there's like 3 people that ask these questions. So I hope that you don't like Google them and it's like top ass questions or something. But I'm going to give this one the best. What are some questions you ask to the surgeon that most people don't know to ask? With implants, find out when you go over in America, you can't put more than 800 more than 800 cc's of silicone in your body.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are getting average implants, like not going to an XL doctor, make sure that you get the card because they are insured through your implant company, which back in the day I think it was Mentor.
Yeah.
Now when you go to extra large implants, you don't get that. But I know I see a lot of girls that don't. They're like, "What card are you talking about?" I'm like, I was so proud of my card. It's in there with my degree. Can't get to it. I don't have the combination. It's the degree in the card. Okay, so make sure you get that card. Also, make sure you know if you are going to a surgery center. If you're going to a surgery center, and I don't know the ins and outs of this, it's amazing that my brain cell knows this. I think that a lot of places you can only be put out for 4 hours, put under for 4 hours, and they cannot take as much, if you're getting a fat transfer or something, they can't take as much out in a surgery center than they can in a hospital. And Dr. Ravis is actually... I think there might have been one other, but he actually does it in a hospital when I went, which I was like, wow.
Yeah. I think a lot of the big doctors, especially and in Florida too, I got a consult about my lower body, and he's like, we only do it in hospitals. They only do it now there because it's just too risky not to. Yeah.
Especially BBLs. BBLs are such a dangerous surgery.
Yep.
I don't care though. I'm not doing awake nothing on there. But do you ever see the BBLs and they're awake because they have too high a beat?
I know too much about all that.
Other thing is... my favorite thing in the world is, good night, you're gonna wake up a new bish.
Yeah, same.
But that, you know, I'm a terrible sleeper. I have pain insomnia.
Yeah.
Pain insomnia will make you crazy.
So you're just like, anesthesia me.
I'm like, I would pay just for the sleep I'm about to get. I think that now that I'm older, I'm starting to hear about how bad anesthesia is for you.
Yep, I got hair loss, crazy hair loss because I had 3 anesthesia in like three in 1 year, 12 months, and I had like so much hair loss across like my the top here. You know, I got extensions right now.
I like that.
So you wouldn't know, but oh my god, I lost so much hair. My hair got like so thin I could hold my ponytail like that. It was wild. It's better now. It's so true because it's not good for you, but.
My last brain cell, you get nervous. But here's the other thing. So it's like if you're trying to, for me, because our weather, I'm sure you know about, you've heard about Michigan winters. Summer is so short and good weather is so short here. And I'm a dinosaur that I was trying to just do them in winter. But you gotta wait so long in between. And there's things that aren't even, like, I have medical things that I need to have surgery for. So between having to wait 6 months between anesthesia and all that stuff, that's taking up I don't do the math, Number one, because I can't. Number two, because I might cry my lashes off. I've spent so much of my life, and this is just like spinal surgery and stuff too. I've spent so much of my life recovering.
Yes.
And it's like, in what world does it not make more sense? And I know I'm not like a narcissist or whatever, but like, line the surgeons up in the hospital and they come in, because it makes more sense to do it that way than to like, here's years of your life now that you have to wait to get medical and, you know, cosmetic surgeries, and you have to wait 6 months, or you're flying over to these crazy places taking the risk. But it's like, I don't want to give my whole life to this. And it's, I know people look at me like I'm Looney Tunes on that, which you probably don't even know that reference, but I'm like, this makes
I know Looney Tunes
more like no sense, where they wouldn't just go under once and do multiple things.
I know. Even the consult I just had for my lower body, you know, thigh lift, butt lift, and he's like, no, we don't recommend that we do them at the same time. And I'm just like,
are they doing? You're okay talking about? Oh, yeah. Me, I don't talk about what I'm going to get done, because I get bullied to the end of the world. But
no, people, you know what? If people bully me, that's okay. I have like an incredibly good life.
And she makes money. She's not for the gays and the girlies, so she know it's coming.
I'm
very paid off.
I'm a very lucky, humble, happy person.
That's why you deserve all your blessings, girl.
So, come for me if you want. Just know.
She finna get it done. She finna
Dork Dad's the one reading it, not me. I'm not reading it. He's reading it. He screens my comments. Okay, moving on.
She's in the DM making... I'm over here thinking about going... I'm really thinking about going to clown school.
I know. Are you going to be a comedian?
Yeah.
And clown school.
I mean, it's... Everyone laughs, but I'm like... do you know that... Clowns, they practice their look on an egg to trademark it.
I'm like,
isn't that crazy? I read it. It must be true. I read it somewhere on the internet. So yeah, questions that people don't know to ask. I think that those are pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not so much questions, but just things that I didn't know.
Yeah.
That maybe you. I want to do a whole video about plastic surgery. It seems to be everyone.
You could do a whole series, like that's a whole podcast in itself. Just that, you know, every single person. I mean, you know, everyone's experience is so different. There's some crazy stuff going on right now with people, like complications and stuff, and like it's crazy. But you know, we're lucky. You've had some bad experiences. I've had some bad experiences, but you know,
with your butt lift, are they doing it on the top or the bottom now? Like, are they gonna go like a extended tummy tuck around, or are you doing butt lifts? Are hard, girl.
Yeah, it's a hard.
I had to consult for that before I had my implants and whatever. That's gonna be a tough one.
Yep, I know. I know, and because like I'm a nurse, you know, and I'm actually trained as a plastic surgery nurse. Like not in theater though. I'm in like
for
post-op, like operating room theater. Is like that's what we call it, theater.
Do we call it that too?
Yeah, I don't know, but we call it the theater, but you guys call it operating room.
It's the arts.
Yeah, this is the
performance. Performance. I was born in the wrong place. Oh my gosh, this has been the best part about this podcast.
The theater.
For some tea. Some good night tea. I was drinking some. Yesterday I was having good night tea actually, because I was really trying to sleep. Yeah. The weirdest thing happened. I'm into my grandma, she loves her some milk. I do not like the texture of milk at all.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get into the like silk almond milk and stuff, and it was like not expired, but it came out in a clump.
Yeah.
And it went down the drain, but I could not. Ugh. Anyways, okay. Is it rude to ask someone if they've had plastic surgery if they said they? If they haven't said they have, is it rude to ask someone if they had plastic surgery if they haven't said they have? Here's one thing about me, I'm a little bit different. When you look like me, it's offensive and you finna laugh in my face, not if you ask me that question. So you might get hit. But you're getting you owe me 6 units of Botox if you ask me that question, because now I've had to make a face. My mood has been destroyed.
Like, do you not realize? Like, can you not just make your own assessment? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why do they have to be so ridiculous to ask that question? Like, is it not obvious? Okay, like, is it not obvious, Bimbo?
Depending on where I am in my drinking journey that day, I advise you don't.
Yeah,
you're very sweet and all that. Me, I'm like. And the other thing that gets on my nerves is when people call me Sparkles.
Oh, yeah, no.
and they keep doing it, and then they find out after about 3 times maybe they don't have humiliatrix, and then they don't think it's still fun. Yeah, because it's not funsies for me. But that's how I feel about it at this point.
Yeah, so I don't have a lot of people coming up to me, talking to me. Really, if I'm like out and I'm looking cute, like nobody talks to me. I know that. Nobody talks to me. Nobody's nice to me. Nobody really says anything to me. But people that I know will be like, "Oh, you've had work done?" Like if I share
in a small town, like, oh
yeah, I know. I'll share them. They'll be like, "Oh, I just thought you were like just naturally busty." So it's actually the opposite. Like I have to tell people.
But then there's a difference. Like you can tell if someone full-heartedly sometimes does believe it. If they're like old or something.
Like, they're trying to be nice.
Know your crowd. I get it. But like, the gays don't play that with me. They're like expensive. When I was as everyone knows by botch, I did not know how to do makeup. I knew how to do skipper club makeup. I knew how to do that kind of makeup, and you look great in those lights. Doesn't matter because you look great. When I was on botch, I was like, oh boy, what is this? But I don't know what's one with that.
Oh, what were we talking about? It was like the
bimbo brain.
Yeah, the bimbo. But like people talking about plastic surgery, like asking you about it. You know, like your reaction. I feel like we covered that.
Okay, we covered that.
Yeah, that was cute. That was a cute moment.
You guys remember, I'm not the one with the brain cells or the money over here. Okay, this one's from me. This isn't me. I wrote this one.
Okay.
Short and simple. Do you guys love your accent? Do you have people that your fans are like?
Yes. So yes, I actually had one fan, and they just wanted me to talk in the bogan, and they wanted me to dirty talk to them. You know, like just like that. So they'd be like, okay, you know, take my shirt off, and I'm just gonna spread it. You know, all that kind of stuff.
There's a place you can find that.
Yep.
Not here.
Spread it on the toast. Make the cereal. You know, mamba.
I never get that. You said I had an accent. I'm like, where's my accent?
No, but yours is like the Midwest, like.
Your husband said that. You plug your nose. People say I sound like I'm from the Valley too. I'm like, oh, look at me, the Valley, which is. But
yeah, a lot of people, if they're not Aussie, because I do get a lot of Aussie people following me, and then if they're not Aussie, they love the accent. Yeah,
love it.
Yeah.
Other than bimbofication, what are you passionate about? For me, I'm gonna start this one off. Gays and the girlies, rainbow community. Oh, trans girls, that's what I was talking about when I lost my way. When I was on botched and my makeup looked the way it did and all that, me and the T-girls stuck together, and now the baddest bees are trans girls.
Oh, yeah.
If you're into that,
they're running it right now.
Kay, like, Angelica, like, they're the bad. They love Sprinkles too, girl.
I bet they.
But, so now, they accepted me when, you know, I was looking the way I did on botch, and now, I guess because, like, I look expensive and kind of get together, they still accept me because now it's, like, the baddest bees are expensive looking and trans, and I'm like, me and the girlies and the gays. So rainbow community, that's when I'm really passionate.
That comes through, by the way.
Thank you.
That really comes through.
Comes through because I don't have no money, but we got tea and laughs.
Oh my god. Honestly, bimbofication is like pretty big for me, but I think it's just like health and wellness and fitness. Like honestly, like I'm just like all about the gym. Like I've been like haven't worked out like a single second while I've been on holiday because, you know, I'm just like living my life, having fun. But like I think it's just like mental clarity to me to like work out and like just be healthy like as much as I can. Like, and yeah, because like I'm a mom, I feel like I'm just so busy. I'm like trying to split my time between like filming content, mom stuff, you know, I'm a wife, I'm this, and like, so I'm just like, I need to be able to like let out some kind of like aggression. And I'm not an aggressive person, but like it's in there.
She's very the subby. And I don't think you're with me during my gym days. I used to climb religiously, usually 7 times a week, 200 floors, and that was an easy day.
Wow, that's why you have such good legs.
No, they're not. But you could not pay me to step foot in the gym, and I loved the gym. There was a point where I was into running, because my childhood best friend got me into running, and now I have the hoop upstairs. You have to kind of find something that you'll actually do.
Yeah.
And it's kind of evolved where it might have been the gym, and it might have been outside, and now it's a hoop. So your fitness kind of has to like evolve with like what your interests are and where you are in life, because I obviously would not be able to hold myself up to climb those floors.
And like, I think it's what you said too, like you feel like you spend like a whole year recovering from something, like surgery wise, and so you're like, you can't work out, you can't do this, you can't lift, you can't, you know what I mean? And so I was like, I just want to be strong, because I'm like almost 40, and like I was weak. I was so weak. I felt like I would like couldn't lift my kids up, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna start lifting, I'm gonna start weightlifting, I'm gonna start, you know, building something. And hopefully, like, you know, lower body surgery, weightlifts, like, it'll all kind of work out. It'll all kind of...
I see it different.
Yeah.
I know you're new in your gym journey, but I'm like, damn, it's motivating, but I already see it paying off. Did you always have the desire, and then in parentheses, someone in your family had it to have plastic surgery? I think this person must know about me, because how I knew I wanted my... breast implants was my nana was in Florida. I was getting in the shower with her just because she's very much girls, we shower together, whatever. It's my nana.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on here? Got some, what are those?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, the Easter Bunny brought me titties. I was like, the Easter Bunny brought you titties? What do you mean the Easter Bunny brought you titties? All I got was an effing bike. And I was like, gotta get those. And you know, my mom, young kind of white trash mom, but she was like, if you're gonna be fat, you better have big titties. So and she got natural big boobs. Mm-hmm. My other grandma, though, she was like a ballet. No, none. And so I'm waiting for mine, and I did not have a good mom growing up for a lot of things she said, just like tanning, but waiting for boobs, because if I always struggled with my weight, and if I was gonna have a weight problem, I needed these to make my waist look smaller. Surprise! Well, here we are, and now they are the waist. The waist internal bra. What's the internal bra wear though? Because it's now the waist. So I don't know if my waist looks bigger or smaller because of them. Jury's out. What about you, though?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm like, this is juicy sweatshirts coming through today. Yeah, no, not family was not an influence for me at all. I would say like the 90s supermodel, like not the 90s supermodels, but like the 90s big titty girls for sure were like my inspiration. Like the kind of like tits on a stick kind of look, you know? And then now it's like obviously that you want more of the booty and like the kind of curvaceous. So I'm into that too. But like I loved the look of like all those big titty girls back in the 90s. Like loved it. The big blonde, you know, and so, but because I was so overweight and like so tomboy, I like rejected anything feminine when I was like in my teens, because I was so far from what I actually wanted to be that I just like wouldn't even, I didn't even try. And so then like fast forward to like 20s, 30s, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna like embrace it. And like, 'cause I think it's like just came into myself, not really influenced by anyone in my family at all. Like, it's not a thing with my family. No
I took it a little bit too far, Grandma. I was really into it.
She's like, Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, everybody brought you a gift.
Every candle I've blown out, it came true, but... okay, where are we? What did you want to be growing up?
Actually, I wanted to be a like interpreter. I wanted to do like French interpreting, like language, yeah. But then very quickly segued into like human services, disability support work, nursing, and then I've been a nurse for like over 10 years. And then I was like, okay, I need to get into like injecting, because I'm already a nurse. And so I'm like, okay, well, that's going to be like my next little career segue.
She's going to be down here in Digital Trap.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna be. Give me
be our live show.
Give me a year, and I'm gonna plump her up. And that's like actually real though. Like actually, like literally, you could have talked to me 5 years ago, and I was talking about it. So now I actually have to do it because I have my guinea pig.
Yes, be down under, come to you. I don't know how you would even get that. Can you imagine them checking your bag and they're like,
I've just got like all these needles.
Okay, that's gold. I wanted to be Baby Spice growing up.
Entertainer.
I always wondered. I always remember wondering if anyone like wanted to be like look like a Barbie doll or be pretty as much as I did to be like Anna and Pam, because people would be like, I would never be in Playboy. Would you be in Playboy? Yeah. And like I fell into it the first couple times, and I said yeah, and then they would make fun of me about my weight. So then eventually you go, oh no, because you don't want to get made fun of about it.
That shame.
Yeah. But I always wondered. I'm like, does anybody else want this as bad as I do? And I never thought it was going to happen. Careful what you wish for, different podcast. But I couldn't believe it. Now, like I said earlier, I did think I was going to be a special education teacher. I don't think I was going to be smart enough to go all the way through with it, though. So, I don't know. And I can't believe that that's what I thought a couple of different lifetimes ago I was going to do.
I know. It's so funny that you say special education, and like I did disability support work, and it's like I feel like we have a very similar kind of you did that. That's right. So it's like you kind of like start off and you're in this like service industry, like giving back. And now, what are we doing?
Well, also, I knew that I didn't know my times tables, and I only passed math because they felt bad for me because I was there every day for tutoring, and so I was like, can't be a math teacher, can't be smarter than me, so
humanities.
So who can I teach? The younger ones. But yeah, teacher for me, special education. Are there better plastic surgeons over in Australia readily available to get things done, or would you still travel? This is actually from someone else.
Oh, I have to travel. So the only thing I think I'm going to be able to do in Australia is the inner thigh lift to remove the excess skin and get some lipo. I don't think I can trust Australian surgeons to do titties or butts, because there's just not enough people over there with enough experience that I'm willing to do. I want to go to somebody who is like professional, who's been doing it for 25 years, who's done, so that is an easy answer. The answer is no. I have to travel.
I can't relate because I've never been. But I do remember, I think I was telling you, maybe it was just the first one I found, but I did find someone back a while ago, and they were like the first one that did like a 360 tummy tuck, but I'm sure it's just the first one that popped up. But I'd never heard of someone being like, oh, this is an amazing Australian plastic surgeon.
No, it's not. Very conservative in Australia for what they will do for you. So, yeah.
What do people misunderstand about you the most?
I think, like, if they find out that I was a nurse and that now that I'm doing this, it's like, oh, well, like, why would you, like, give up, like, a great job or a great career for this? It's like, and so they might think, oh, like, she wasn't smart enough to keep doing nursing, or, like, she's just, like, too superficial, to, like, want to keep doing that. It's like, I still do that job, like, so I think that definitely that, like, you're superficial, you're not smart, and you're just, like, all about your looks, you don't care about anything else except yourself, like, you're selfish, all that kind of stuff, but like, that's just not my experience with my life, and like, I don't think it is with you either. But that's definitely like those things. But also, people don't tell me what they think about you. If like, I feel like if they have judgment about you, they don't tell you. They just like keep it to themselves. You know what I mean? And they just like don't talk to you. So it's like hard to know. But I would say those things.
For me, it's that I'm rich. Number one. Where you really, really, really lucked out is you found your husband before you found kind of your bimbofication.
True, that's true.
And that is you are so lucky for that, because the reason why I got here, I mean, I was screaming, someone make me a trophy wife on the cable, and I was like, this is kind of my last shot. If I got it all the way to cable, of course no one's watching men, make me a trophy wife. They think that there's also so much I haven't done because I don't want to knock that off of the table for me. Like, I made my own lane into like, how could I get an AVN and how could I be in this atmosphere? Yep. And so I became a whole humiliatrix and all these things. And even with my family, I'm like, you don't understand how much money I'm actually giving out on to still make this possible. Yep. And how much harder I'm making my life. Correct. And how no man will understand a woman's time and the difference, especially for me when I don't have children and all that. So
You touch on a really good point. I think most people will assume that I'm doing more than I am.
But also, you have a husband, so it doesn't matter. Cause
it doesn't, but, you know.
It made sense right there, because you obviously discussed it and what you're comfortable with ahead of time.
We have very strict boundaries and all of that. So, and people will, you know, they always message me, will you do this, will you do that? And I'm like, you know, that's a hard no. That's a hard no. You know, and they definitely assume all of those things that are happening outside the box.
And that's where it's like, okay, here, I'm pretty, like, where is the husband that comes in on the unicorn? And I got the unicorn creamy, like,
literally,
like, where is he? And it's, I did most of the expensive part myself, and I don't got, I mean, the upkeep's kind of, I mean, you're not going to be... You know, you got to be okay off, like, or you got to be okay with me making the money to give and take. I don't know. So that's for me been really hard, and it's my age and stuff. It really weighs on me because I don't know if I would resent like my family or people I dated if I now have not gotten to the industry while I could. And have wasted all the years that I could do those things. Because in the industry, I'm a dinosaur. Put me in a museum.
And if you're a dinosaur, then I'm like prehistoric. Like,
we are.
But that's its own niche now. So
right,
just it is. Yeah, for sure.
So for me, it's been. I don't know what these people want from me. It's fine. I'm like, I gotta go work at Target, and I don't think they're even gonna hire me.
Yeah, you're gonna be at the grocery store.
That's where they say to meet people. So if you see me at the Whole Foods in like Birmingham,
bring your best pickup lines.
And it's crazy too because I always tell girls, I'm like, you want to make your boyfriend mad or jealous? Go out with me because they are not gonna talk to me. They're gonna talk to whoever I'm with. You're gonna come home with so many numbers. Me, I'm like, shut the F up. I'll buy my own drinks. Bye. Or I'm with the gays. Not many straight men with the gays. I'm not gonna find live your life at a game. I
so
like
true when you said, remember when
it
it was like, you don't get the numbers, the other girls get the numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It happens all the time, and girls can't get over their hate or jealousy or whatever to even get to that point. So I'm like, I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
And people aren't. And when I went out with my friend Julia in Ohio, I was like, watch, and I'll be damned if everyone didn't hit on her.
Yeah.
It plays out 100% of the time. Best advice you've ever received?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go first. My grandma told me to start cutting your like chicken and stuff with kitchen shear scissors, and I was like,
I cut my pizza with chicken with chicken shears. And now I have salmonella poisoning. No. No, oh my gosh.
I don't remember any really great advice at the top of my head. My mom, I remember being like, it is what it is, and that's kind of like, period, and that's kind of played out.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm not the kind of person to follow advice. Like, I feel like I just do, because like, the kind of advice...
I had to find and find out.
Because like, when I was like in my 20s, and I was like, getting to know dork husband right
DH.
I was like, yeah, DH. He was like, I was 21, he was like 31, and like everybody in my life was like, you're ridiculous if you go and meet this person. He was in LA, I was in Brisbane, Australia, and they were like, don't do this, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this. So I feel like maybe I'm not the kind of person who follows advice because I don't listen to anybody.
Yeah, he moved down under to another country for her. I can't even get a deck. Like, I don't know what's happening here, but
so I love the question, but I think I don't have an answer.
My grandma did give me some advice in one of my relationships. She was like, I wasn't on the deed or the whatever, and I was gonna start investing, and she's like, you're gonna start investing in the house your name ain't on? I was like, T. I was like, oh, that was some recent good advice I did get.
No, that's
I was like,
true.
Okay. But I'm not married, if anyone. If there's any like plastic surgeons that are like, wow, I'd love like a bimbo trophy wife. Anyone. Find me an Australian. An Aussie. Are you... Oh. Hold on. Are you honored to people be inspired by you?
I guess so. I don't know. I feel like it's cool, but I feel like most people who follow me are like male. So I feel like if somebody's inspired by me, I love that. And like, I think I'd rather be like friends with them and like get to know them and like collaborate with them and like try and, you know, work together rather than just be like a pillar of inspiration for anybody. That's not like my vibe. I'm very much a girl's girl. I love like getting to know people and like working together, and like maybe that's a nurse in me, but like that's just
mothering. She's very nurturing.
Yeah.
You were what I think is a big bug and what she thinks is a big bug, very different. But I'm like allergic to bees. She flung her body to protect me and was
that's not
kidding.
That's
like,
she is like, we have to defend ourselves from all kinds of insects.
Fear not. Yeah, yours might go right through to the implants.
I know, I'm like, get it out.
I can't imagine.
That's true though. Everybody's been attacked by bees in Michigan, and I'm just like.
Fear, no fear. They say that they can smell fear on you. For me, who's inspired by me? Show me, because I feel like when I was in my fitness journey and all that, I was real inspiring, and then I kind of lost that that account and so many more. So this has been, that was hard because I lost 100 pounds and it was crazy why I went viral back then for what I was doing, and it sucks that they're never going to get to see that because Instagram really took away my career, and they don't know that it would be a whole other thing. But I'm always happy to hear people, especially in the rainbow community, say that, because the girls and the gays, the rainbow community, we kind of have the same issues and all this. So I really like hearing it that from them, because I know it's genuine. It's not some kind of secret kind of hate. Maybe some people say, "Oh, I'm inspired by you to like be your friend or whatever to get tea."
Yeah, I don't like that.
And they don't really do that.
No.
So I love hearing that for the rainbow community, but that's the only place where I really hear it anymore, because a lot of it, people are fake in your face. Just it's not really inspiration, it's jealousy or hate that's really motivating it, and they're trying to play it off like it's inspiration.
It makes me feel so sick, but I know it's out there. I think I sometimes am quite naive to think that, people are true in their their intentions, but I know
you're lucky you have Dark Husband too, because he kind of can maybe he guide you and be like, this is not, because I have a brain cell and she's not great. Okay. This is, guess who wrote this one? Do you love or hate pickles? It's a sprinkle.
Oh, what? Do I love it? I love pickles.
Okay, I had to know.
I love pickles.
I love to eat a pickle, and I was like, I love pickles.
Me too. Yeah.
I love Trisha Paytas, obviously, and I don't know if it was good, but she hates pickles, and I'm like, my girl. And I'm like, you either, I feel like you either love or hate them.
Pickles. I don't ever pull them off anything, and I love them. Yeah.
I'm going to have one after this.
Love it.
I take my paint medicine too. Is that it? Oh, wow. I got all of them. Is there anything else there?
Any of the yellow? Is that no yellow?
No, there's not. There's the rainbow. Oh, wow. We're done. Now we get to go make stuff for... I'm gonna make me... Maybe I'm not gonna make a whole bunch, but I think I'm gonna make a little bit of money too. Fun money
coming up. Yeah, I'm excited.
Thank you so much, Bimbo Mandy.
Thank you for having me. I love it here.
You have just been sprinkled. Y'all have gotten sprinkled. Until next time. We did it, girl.
How long?